Have you ever thought you would be amused by hilarious short videos? Honestly, when I left, John was completely baffled. He really didn't understand how his lame joke triggered a flood of reactions from Feifei. Feifei began to pour out her heart, reminiscing about her interview 2 years ago and the great promise John made back then. She was supposed to start as an assistant, slowly gathering industry experience, and eventually become a producer, managing John's company affairs. Yet 2 years flew by like a flash, and Feifei's career not only stagnated, her daily job turned into something resembling a maid's chores. Do you understand this industry? This industry, really, I don't get it. For the sake of your job, it's like feeding the trash. I actually care about you. I should be working for you. Do you know my living expenses? Zara, seriously. Security guard, employee, lawyer, doctor, chef. What a massive disguise. You know how much my private jet costs. You never seem to want to provide. Although John realized he was wrong, his arrogance made him stubborn until he discovered his rare t-shirt was surrounded by Feifei's dusty sneakers. So he didn't hesitate to give Feifei the boot. He had no idea this would leave him regretting it deeply. Without Feifei's help, John's life became a complete mess. All day long, he was only accompanied by 2 dogs, with loneliness crashing over him like a tidal wave. It forced him to reconsider the help Feifei used to offer and all the advice he previously ignored. After a roller coaster of emotions, John had to swallow his pride and went to find Feifei alone. Hoping to get her forgiveness, he found Feifei was not home. Only her busy mom, Ellie, was in the house. It wasn't until some shots from outside that Ellie finally noticed him, almost like she had been invisible. She instinctively grabbed a craft piece to defend herself as John stepped into the living room. She instantly recognized him, while John was taken aback by how young Feifei's mom looked. After Ellie changed into something simply elegant, they both sat on the couch and started chatting. But when asked if she had seen John's movie, her answer was simply, "What?" Their dialogue was filled with awkwardness, until John unexpectedly ordered a vodka. The vodka turned out to be a miracle for their relationship, while Feifei was out having fun with her friends, completely oblivious to what was unfolding. In a mildly tipsy state, their conversation became more vibrant. Although Ellie wasn't a die-hard fan, she was well acquainted with John's characters. She could even pinpoint that they were characters from ancient myths, instantly captivating John. He followed Ellie into the room filled with books, staring in shock. It turned out Ellie was a national award winner and a well-known author. This made John, who was usually smooth in matters of the heart, feel a deep admiration rise within him. With the alcohol fueling the atmosphere in the next moment, John couldn't help himself and, bam, kissed Ellie. A jolt of electricity coursed through Ellie, leaving her a little bewildered. John assumed she was upset due to his abruptness and quickly apologized, but Ellie was just stunned by the suddenness of the feeling. Realizing their mutual feelings, they finally broke free from emotional shackles and shared a passionate kiss. Just as their emotions peaked, Feifei burst in, accidentally crashing the intimate moment. Feifei immediately scolded them for their inappropriate behavior, but they brushed it off. Instead, they flaunted their affection in front of her, leaving Feifei mortified, and she had no choice but to confide in her mother. Feifei knew deep down that John wasn't trustworthy, especially with nearly a 20-year age gap between them. But her mother explained that, as an ordinary woman, she naturally had emotional needs, which Feifei simply couldn't. After escorting the mother-daughter duo home, John hoped Feifei would return as his personal assistant. Feifei flatly refused, as she wanted every bit of her success to stem from her own efforts, not through her mother's connection with some celebrity. This whole affair must come to an end. This absurd little secret absolutely can't continue. Got it. It will never happen again. But John's heart had already been captivated by Ellie's charm. The next day, he tossed his promise to Feifei aside and eagerly invited Ellie on a date. The sudden invitation thrilled Ellie, and she eagerly opened her long-forgotten wardrobe. But she quickly found that she couldn't find a suitable evening dress anywhere. Perhaps at this moment, she hadn't realized that this man had quietly entered her heart. As night fell, Ellie donned an elegant black evening gown and gracefully entered the restaurant. To her greatest surprise, John had actually rented out this luxury high-end restaurant. But Ellie insisted on not accepting such a generous gift. After all, the age and status gap was hard to cross. In the end, she firmly told John that they were destined not to be together. Even if he thought himself irresistible, Ellie's refusal left John feeling surprisingly down. This emotional expert felt utterly lost in front of her, unable to navigate his feelings.